Hi, what's up guys? So today I wanted to film a turbo Miata update video. So here it is. Alright, so in the last video you saw that we turboed the Miata, obviously. So I've probably driven it for about 1,000 miles or so. So I wanted to give a little bit of an update video and the things that I have done in the last couple weeks. So obviously, as you can tell, I got some BBS reps, 16 by 7.5. Fit the car a little bit better. So besides that, I mean, I did a little bit bigger light bar headlights, fit the housing a little bit more, and I did mount them on the sides of the stock housing so you still can raise them up and down. So that's pretty sick. And I think cosmetically that's all I've done. But on to the main topic, what we want to talk about, turbo kit. So if you didn't watch the last video, it has a max speeding rods RB turbo. It has a eBay intercooler kit, stock injectors, FMU. That's pretty much it. Log manifold. So as you can see, everything is just the way it was in the video, besides hooked up a little bit better. Got the mass airflow sensor hooked up on a 45. I have a waterproof netting screen as a filter because obviously I don't have room to put an air filter on it, because I want to keep my AC like we talked about in the video. I painted the valve cover with some blue and sparkle paint, topped off with a VHT clear coat. Looks decent. But onto the turbo. So turbo is in great shape still. Like I said, I got about 1,000 miles on it. There is no shaft play whatsoever. I did do a RB20 downpipe. I had to cut the shelf of the car, if you know what I'm talking about, the shelf right here. So I had to trim that to make room for the downpipe. I did 3-inch all the way down to the flange where the stock cat back would be, and then I put the cat back that I had on the car back on it, the Racing Beat one, dual exhaust. So it sounds pretty quiet, but when you get into boost you can hear a spool. It sounds pretty good. Besides that, everything else is pretty much where it left off in the video. Like I said, just besides dressing it up a little bit. I did put boost gauge right there on that side, and I put an AFR gauge down there under the radio. And besides that, everything is doing great. The only things I've had a problem with so far is the cold starts are a little bit rough, but I ain't really worried about that. And when you tip into it, if you just give it 30 seconds of a throttle, it leans out a little bit because it doesn't build any vacuum. Anything past that, perfect. So I'm actually getting pretty decent gas mileage with it too. I did take the blow-off valve off down there. I just have it straight now, and it just compressor surges. I kind of like it that way. Yeah, I mean, that really is it. Knock on bumper, I haven't had any problems. So throw you on the back of the seat and take it for a little drive so you can see the AFR readings. And that's pretty much what I wanted to make in this video. Is everybody's like, oh, don't FMU that car, blah blah blah, it's gonna run like shit. I've ran it like this, like I said, probably about 1,000 miles, maybe a little over 1,000 miles. Runs fantastic. Have absolutely no complaints at all. So throw you in the car and we'll go for a drive. All right, I just took it for a rip and realized that that angle was terrible, so I'm gonna go take another lap. Idle, 12.9, 13.0. Not too bad. Really driven and shifted before and filmed. It's kind of a pain in the butt. Alright, I'll roll into it a little bit here for you. About 4 or 5 PSI and about 12.8, 13.3-ish range AFR. Not too bad, man. Not too bad for a $1,000 turbo build, FMU, and just thrown together. Car runs pretty great. One more pull here for you, rolling into it in a second. Woo! It's funny going from things like this to my Corvette and this feeling fast compared to my 500 horsepower Corvette. It's funny. This is a go-kart. It's a great time. Alright guys, that's the end of that video. I just wanted to show you that the budget turbo build Miata has been out and about. Got about 1,000 miles on it, like I said, and everything is good to go on it. So it's a short one, but like, comment, subscribe. See you in the next one.